There's an old piece of wisdom that says, if a message is hard to deliver, use a different story to reveal the truth. It means when giving direct advice is too difficult or may be rejected, it's often more effective to help someone realize the lesson through a story, example, or someone else's experience. This can be especially true when talking to your college-age or job-seeking child. At this stage, gentle reflection is often more impactful than direct confrontation, such as indirect feedback in the narrative approach. Why indirect feedback works. Long-term ego defense avoidance. Direct correction can provoke defensiveness and emotional shutdown, but indirect delivery protects self-esteem and encourages personal reflection. Front to narrative learning. By hearing about someone else's story, not their own, young adults are more likely to identify emotionally without feeling attacked. This process leads to internal growth. Pursuing free indirect learning. When you start with, this isn't about you, it lowers resistance. They don't feel judged and are more open to absorbing the message. Real-life examples. 1. For a child avoiding job decisions out of fear, instead of saying, you need to get moving with your career, say something like, I saw this news piece about people in their 30s who kept getting ready, but never actually applied for jobs. They said fear of failure kept them stuck for years. It made me realize everyone's scared at first, but if we keep waiting, nothing ever starts. This allows your child to reflect without feeling personally targeted. 2. For a perfectionist who's always preparing, but never taking action, say, a friend of mine kept preparing for so long that she missed the opportunity she was waiting for. She thought she wasn't ready, but later realized starting was more important than being perfectly prepared. Through someone else's mistake, enter 1. The child sees their own behavior in a new light. 3. For a child who complains a lot but struggles to follow through, try sharing your own story instead of lecturing. Back in the day, I used to talk about quitting every time work got hard. Then someone told me, if you stop every time it's hard, all that's left are hard things. That stuck with me. It's a subtle warning, but because it's from your own past, not a command, it's easier to receive. Tips for delivering indirect feedback. Use third-person phrasing like I heard, someone I know, or I read this article. Speak with empathy, not comparison or judgment. Use relatable examples from movies, books, news, or people you both know. This way, you're not confronting them, you're inviting them to reflect. So if you believe that warmth, story, and wisdom are stronger than pressure, subscribe below for more reflections inspired by the timeless teachings of Eastern philosophy and the insights of modern psychology. See you in the next video.